Your Second Amendment right to own a suppressor is under attack. On April 27th, Senator Bob Menendez and Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman reintroduced the Help Empower Americans to Respond Act, aka the HERE Act. If enacted, their benignly titled yet wildly unconstitutional legislation would not only ban suppressors nationwide, it would also result in an immediate confiscation of every lawfully obtained suppressor in civilian hands. Any who choose not to comply after a 90-day buyback period would become felons. Suppressors are a common-sense tool that hundreds of thousands of law-abiding Americans use to help protect their hearing while exercising their Second Amendment rights. That's why the CDC, the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, and the National Hearing Conservation Association all recommend the use of suppressors as a tool to mitigate preventable hearing damage. In fact, according to the National Hearing Conservation Association, and I quote, "Although firearm suppressors do not completely eliminate the risk of noise-induced hearing loss from firearm noise, the risk can be significantly reduced. Persons wearing conventional hearing protection are not without risk of noise-induced hearing loss when using firearms." In other words, earmuffs and earplugs on their own are not always sufficient because gunshots are incredibly loud. They go on to state, "Using conventional hearing protection in conjunction with the suppressor can significantly reduce the risk of noise-induced hearing loss more than using either device alone." What the NHCA is saying is that even suppressed gunshots are loud enough that you should still wear earplugs or earmuffs. That brings us to a very simple question at the root of this debate. How on earth could a noise that's loud enough to necessitate hearing protection pose an actual threat to public safety? The fact is, they can't. When it came to COVID, Senator Menendez and Representative Watson Coleman were eager to tell us that we need to listen to the scientists and experts at the CDC. But when it comes to suppressors, their respect for science apparently goes out the window. While they're entitled to their own opinions, they are not entitled to their own facts. They can try to hide behind their hypocritical falsehoods all they want, but we will not let them get away with it. We will not let them ban suppressors simply because they hate guns. We will not let the government buy back something that they never owned. And we will never, and I mean never, stand by and allow the government to enact such an unconstitutional and tyrannical piece of legislation. Your right to own a suppressor is protected by the Second Amendment. It's time to tell the likes of Senator Menendez and Representative Watson Coleman that they can take their tyrannical proposals and stick them where the sun don't shine. Stand with the American Suppressor Association and sign our petition today. Let them know that your voice will not be silenced.